You know, the last time I checked, I thought people have the freedom to believe whatever they want to believe, to speak however way they want to speak, and to just do things that they want to do. Isn't this part of the American dream? Isn't this part of what the alleged forefathers of America inscribed into the Constitution and to our rights? If that be the case, why is it when someone have a certain belief and this other person who don't agree with that person's belief try to counsel that person out? Now, what I'm talking about, what I'm going with this, where I'm going with this is this foolish notion about this counsel culture. Once again, about this counsel culture. So if you don't know what the counsel culture is, let me explain it to you. Basically what it is, say for example, any type of person, any type of celebrity, any type of public figure, if they have a certain belief that goes against the social norm of the culture, then the culture has this notion to think that they have a right to counsel out the person that they don't agree with. And what I mean by counsel out is literally saying that this person is not part of the culture no more. I'm trying to figure out who gave people the right to even come up with this concept about a counsel culture to begin with in the first place. I'm just trying to figure this out. Now, let me give you an example about this. Now, many of y'all know about public figures like Candace Owens. Y'all know about the Hodge twins. There's different other people who are, as you could say, they're conservatives. So these conservatives, they don't subscribe to the same type of ideology of the social norm, preferably with the black culture. They don't subscribe to that. Many of them actually challenges the black culture to do things better, whether it's economically, whether it's mentally or behavior-wise, or whether it's spiritual-wise. So when I'm into these people like Candace Owens and the Hodge twins and all these different other conservatives, immediately people will look at this and like, oh, we counsel her. She's not one of us. She ain't black. She this and that. She got a white husband, blah, 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 and say all these things. But in reality, Candace Owens cannot just say, okay, let me just turn the color of my skin white now, since y'all counseling me out. She can't do that. She can't turn her blackness off. In fact, it is very unrealistic and really unfair for anyone to tell someone, oh, you're not this, or you're not black, or you're not part of our culture, just because you don't agree with what they say. I did a video the other day, and one of the things in my video that I mentioned the other day that I did, I was mentioning about how sensitive now our culture has become. My exact words was that we have a feel-good culture now. Now, a certain person, if you don't agree with the social norm or the culture, then they think that they have a right to cast you aside like you're a leper, like you just a plague. They think that they have a right to tell you that you're no longer black. I can even say that it's the council culture within the Caucasian community or white community too, or any other community. But I'm talking about it in general. This ideology is stupid. You cannot dismiss a person because they don't agree with you. If they don't agree with you, it's fine. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't affect your life unless you make it affect your life. There are plenty of things that people say that I agree with. There are plenty of things and beliefs that I don't agree with people. But do it affect my life? No. Do it affect my inner circle? Most definitely no. I'm still doing me. It doesn't change my mindset about how I feel, people. In fact, if I were to meet any person who are conservatives, even if I met like Candace Warren one time, and she were to come to me and say, hey, Robert, hey, the official urban therapist, I need your help. Guess what I'm gonna do? Out of the kindness of my heart, or me being human, I'm going to help her. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm with the counsel culture and I counsel you out, so I ain't going to do nothing for you. What kind of nonsense is that? See, these are one of the various issues that our community is dealing with. We deal with so much behavioral issues that it's unbelievable. From one thing to another, to another, to another. And they just keep constantly building up, building up, building up. With no solution to the matter. Other than, once again, allowing the God Master media to control your mind. Whatever narrative that gets put out there, immediately people want to follow it. I remember when I did another video and I was talking about the police brutality. I didn't step on the bandwagon where everybody talking about the police brutality, but what I did, I investigated it and came up to an interesting conclusion about that. My conclusion about that is that scenario is not across the board for every type of situation. True enough, there are situations that truly require police brutality. That's what happens. That is, some situations it is like that. I agree. But there are other situations where videos has been put out. It ain't police brutality at all. It does us acting ignorant and stupid. I'm just going to call it for what it is. I mentioned that. I stated that. And guess what? My video ended up going viral, just about. People end up start talking about me, which I don't care. People start saying, well, you're not part of our black community. Like I just have the ability just to turn my skin off and not be black no more. Like I have the ability to just not be part of the culture no more. Like I could just turn this thing all the way off. I can't. It's impossible. So what make you think that I can, or any other person that you don't agree with can? Tell me, explain this logic to me. Because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It is unfair for anyone, you or anyone who's doing this culture, whatever it is, it's unfair and unrealistic for you to treat a person like that, period. Because once again, at the end of the day, besides all this race and skin color, at the end of the day, we are all human, period. True enough, I do care about my race of people. I do. It ain't no different from any other race of people. They care about their race of people, but at the same time, there are people not only care about their race, but they care about people, period. They care about humanity, period. And that's where I stand at. I care about humanity, period, too. So I'm not going to treat people any differently, especially based on my beliefs. Now, I have certain beliefs people don't agree with at all, period. They don't. It's fine. It is okay. You can disagree with me. I'm not going to hate you for disagreeing with me. I'm not. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to counsel you out. In fact, if you ever needed me and I'm able to help you, then most definitely I will assist you and help you the best way I can if I'm able to do it. But if I'm not able to do it, I'm just not able to do it. Not because I counsel you out or I hate you or I disagree with your beliefs or whatever it is that you believe or transcribe to, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to come back to this point of dealing with our behavior. That's where it boils down to. Every single time I talk to y'all on these videos, on these rants, now I'm talking to y'all dealing with on the behavioral point of view, because a lot of us is real messed up and you don't even realize it. Furthermore, the reason why you don't realize it is because in actuality, your mind has been brainwashed, your mind has been hypnotized into an ideology system that you don't even know why you believe in what you believe in, but you just do it because it's the social norm to do it. Or you do it because you see the culture doing it, and you just follow along with what the culture does. And you don't even understand why you're doing it, but you're just doing it. And that's how it is with many people right now. They just follow along the masses, follow along with whatever that's going on, follow along wherever the trend is, just follow. Don't question it, just do. When are y'all gonna be tired of being slaves? Not just to the system, but even a slaves to the culture, even a slave to your own self. When are you going to be tired of that? When are you going to want to be truly be made free? When are you going to accept the reality that you really need help? Your behavior really need help. This is what happened to me. When I realized, and also as you know, the black culture said being woke. When I finally realized that I was doing things out of the construct of following the culture, out of the construct of whatever the media is projecting out there, out of the construct because this is what everybody else is doing. When I realized that, that's when I truly woke up and realized that, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? What I'm doing, it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't make no sense whatsoever. It's not healthy for me physically and mentally and spiritually, or it's not furthermore healthy even for the people in my immediate circle. So why am I doing this? Let me figure out why I'm doing this first. Then after I figure out the why, that's when I came to the point of helping myself. That's when I came to the point of healing myself. You can do the same exact thing. There are so many things in your mind that you've been embedded in your mind to think that you need to believe, and you follow these things, and the things don't even be right. Why do y'all think that even in relationships, why do you think that your relationships don't be successful? Why do you think you put up with the bullcrap that you do in your relationships? Why do you think that relationships fail? it don't last long like how it used to. Why do you think that? I could tell you why. Because unfortunately, you're still asleep. You haven't realized that you're being hypnotized. You haven't realized that you're being brainwashed to think these beliefs, to follow these beliefs, to act on these beliefs. You haven't even realized that yet. But I'm here to tell you, as a therapist, that you have been hypnotized, your mind have been manipulated, and you are very well asleep. Now, the black culture or the African American culture, they'll define being woke as you being aware of your African roots and your heritage and your spiritual being and all stuff. That's fine. But still, at the end of the day, you are still brainwashed. You're still hypnotized. All it is you just became another form of hypnosis. When you come to the realization to just really think, why do you do the things that you do? Why you believe what you believe in? That's when you finally become awake. That's going to be your evolution. Now, once again, as I stated earlier, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. It's fine. You don't. It's cool. I understand. I know how it is. I'm not judging you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm beyond all that now. I'm beyond all that judging. Don't get me wrong. I used to do it a long time ago. But that's when I was hypnotized. That's back when I was brainwashed. But now I'm seeing things clearly for how the way it is, how it truly is. I see things differently now. And I'm not going to judge you based on what you believe in, stuff like that. I'm going to question you about it and challenge you. Why do you believe in what you believe? Most certainly I will. Because I'll be curious to want to know why. Now, if you choose to continue to believe in that belief, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Because at the end of the day, you're human and you have a right to share your human experience however way you see fit that you want to share your human experience. It doesn't matter to me. It don't. So, at the end of the day, this cultural thing, this cancel culture, this feel-good culture, this is one of the main behavior things that need to stop. It needs to end. When it ends, that's when everyone is going to start realizing what's really going on. When you're going to start realizing that you have been hypnotized. Y'all let me know